the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hurts.
And incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Second and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. He'll drop to throw. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins.
Beautiful throw right there on third down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Sanders.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Broncos nothing. Jake Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
KJ Hamler returning it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
57, Mike, 57. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Throwing to start the drive. Lock.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd down at 4. They'll run here with Raymond Calais.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lock working out of the gun.
He'll get this to his running back, Calais.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game of their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Lock's throw into the hands of Fant.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
Into the red zone, it's Lock.
Open man, he completes it to Jeudy.
Touchdown!
Jerry Jeudy
His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll look to throw here. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it third down. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Locke. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long because, remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field.
Don't understand this one bit.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run. Calais. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Now to the air. Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Locke gonna throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Is the defense run a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that?
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
That'll be caught. It's Reagor.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap, to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, Philadelphia.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Oates. And he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
This ball complete to Reagor.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They go play action with Hurts.
Being chased out left.
He'll get this right back to Reagor. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Give him 25 yards on the play there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10.
Eagles 14, Broncos 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Hamler now to return it.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A huge play there for Denver. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Clock now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. McManus now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Locke. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially
the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The kick by McManus is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They run with Calais. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for two. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 4. Another run with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw again.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On first down, Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw again. This is Smith with a grab. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And now the rookie's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now McManus for the extra point. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21.
Makes the score Broncos 35, Eagles 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here.
Open right side, complete to Reagor.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Bulldozes past him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching